everybody! Hopefully you can all see and hear me if everything is working well and if the gremlins haven't invaded, which they periodically do, as most of you will know, because no matter how prepared you are, no matter how professional you are, the gremlins will always arrive in your streams. But yeah, hopefully you're all doing well. Today we're going to do a little music stream to show you a fun idea that Cari, the wonderful Cari from Rebellion, and I have been thinking up and working on. So can you all hear this? Is the question. And actually I may have to go and look myself just to make sure, but hopefully everything is working. Let me know if you can hear that. It's kind of important, but actually I'll check as well, just to be on the safe side. In case all of you are lurking, which is completely appreciated and very much welcome as well. Let's have a look. Oh, oh. Also, also, hello indeed. Hello indeed. It should be routed. Let me make sure, because it should be working. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, it should be working. We had this problem before, and this was really annoying, I remember. Let's, you know what we'll do? Let's go back out of here. Let's reload the project. How are you doing anyway, Sights and Sounds? How are you doing? Well, I hope. Just going to make sure I haven't muted anything that needs to be muted. Of course, because that's always a good thing to check before we dive back in. It's hard to tell if it's actually going to work, even if you have set it up, double-checked it. All of that is always very difficult to guarantee that everything is going to work. Right, let's load this back in and see if we're lucky enough that it just decides to work. But yeah, what have you been up to? Anything cool? Not too bad. Oh, no. This year seems to be the year that I've caught every bit of flu possible. That sounds very nasty indeed. Well, glad to hear you're recovering. And hopefully that recovery process is as speedy as can possibly be. I've not been doing too bad, thanks. I've been trying to occupy myself with various things. One of which, of course, is composing stuff like you're going to hear today, if the routing works, which we're hoping it will. So actually, yeah, let me explain while we're waiting for this to load up. So I've mentioned it in the title. What is Project Black Cat? Is kind of the question that you're probably looking to answer, or looking for an answer from me. Hang on, let's see if this works. Do we have audio? Do we? I wonder. Actually, I should have kept my window up here. Let me just see. I doubt we do, because reasons. But let's have a look. And we don't. Ah, that sucks. Right. So let me try re-adding the hardware send. Let me try redoing it, just to see if it decides to work, because it might do. Let's have a look. As I said, gremlins, they will always exist. So if we delete, and then we add new. Oh, why has it decided to add that in? Let's see. Having to do this manually on the back of it. So the metronome might be playing, but we'll see if anything else does. And that's kind of a spoiler there for what the sound is if you did get to hear it. Which let's see. Oh, you did! Yay! So adding it and removing it seems to work. Right, let's... Yay, that's good. So let's... Right. So... Whoop. And let me get rid of the floating windows, because you don't need to see those. Oh, come on. Show hide. There we go. Yay. Hopefully you can all see this now. There we are. So, what is Project Black Cat? So Project Black Cat is a little prototype that Cari from Rebellion and I put together, or started putting together, I should say, last... Well, sort of before GA-Conf last year. The reason I say before GA-Conf last year is because that is where we exhibited it. Thank you, Double Tap. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, we just had a gremlin with the routing, but thankfully we got it solved. So, but yeah, in terms of Project Black Cat, it's designed to showcase sort of mechanics and elements that can help gaming without sight become, you know, like a much easier thing to implement, at least in theory, as a concept. It's sort of an educational thing. It's designed as a proper playable prototype in that respect as well. And we showcased last year at GA-Conf the stealth system, which was a lot of fun to do. And we do have plans to further it in terms of what it covers. We've got mechanics and ideas everywhere. Whether they'll all happen, we don't know, but we'll have to see. It's designed as a kind of vertical slice, for those of you that know E3 demo terminology from, well, from when E3 was around. But one thing we've been looking at doing is actually having dynamic music. Because, of course, what's a good video game without a good score? Is basically... Why did I do that? There we go. Oh, that's why I was pressing the wrong... There we go. Turn the metronome off. Yeah, so what is a good video game without a good score? And a lot of the scores that I'm used to are dynamic. And I thought, why not? Let's try and put this in here so that we can then vary things based on, you know, what's happening in game, what kind of state we're in, whether you're in stealth, whether you're in combat, whether you're like in a neutral state where they sort of know you're there but they're not fighting you, that kind of thing. And the result of that led to, well, I'll play it to you. It's actually a loop, so it's just going to keep looping around, but I'll play you a couple of repetitions of this and you'll see what I mean. And if you have any questions, do feel free to ask. This is an RNIB stream after all, and I'm happy to elaborate on my workflow and stuff. So without further ado, this is the dynamic theme that I've put together. As you can hear, there is a lot going on in that. There is a lot. And there's actually one element that's not going to be in the final version just yet because of some issues that I'm having getting it to work. But let's start with that, actually. That is this element here, which is the bass vocals. And those are not key switched. I left it alone just to do its thing. That is Men of the North, the wonderful Norse. The wonderful Nordic choir library from Cinesamples. It sounds great. I wish there is certain things I would love to be able to do in this that I don't believe I can do with the current accessibility. But for what I needed it for this, it was perfect. Just having that, just that drone, basically just a drone with repeated like changing syllables, and that goes well with this, which is just a single bass note. So if I add, the idea of this being dynamic is that you could have any of these, let me see, any of these 13 components working sort of together at once. And if we stick these bass vocals on top, we get this lovely kind of almost God of War type thing going on. Which I really like as an idea. The reason that bass vocal isn't necessarily going to be in the final version is because I haven't been able to get it to loop properly because of the way the sample begins, which is a shame. But you'll recognise, actually, those of you that have seen me do stuff recently with things like Plants vs Zombies, will probably recognize the patches I'm about to show you because they come from, if my memory serves me well, they come from the Augmented Orchestra. So you just got that big sound, but it's quite muted. And the same with the woods that accompany it. So if I... Feels kind of Star Warsy. Is that just me? So these two just merge together into this wonderful big wall of audio. Listen to that bass note just wah. Just doing its thing over there. But speaking of that, kind of, we've actually got a string section as well. So where we've got the bass strings, we've also added in these lovely flowing strings that merge well in this kind of Tomb Raider-y sort of a way with all the woods and the brass. So you're starting to see this build if we add these. You got that big sound going on, and it's actually the same pattern I used when I wrote, or one of the patterns I used when I wrote the stealth theme, or what was to be the stealth theme, until I've realised we can make it dynamic in theory. And speaking of stealth, well, not exactly stealth things, but piano, like stealth stuff, we've got pianos here, and the fun thing is there's actually two. So you got sort of in very RPG style boss fashion. Sounds very Final Fantasy to me. I don't know if you agree, chat. But you got this. We had the brass back in. But then you've actually got a different piano track that goes in a different style. And you're like, what is that time signature? And to be honest, I would agree with you if I heard it like this, in isolation. So we're going to bring in, back in the woodwinds. See, and it immediately, at least to my ears, makes it make sense. But what if you put the two pianos together? And they're panned deliberately so they don't kind of overlap with each other too much, if you're curious. Acting like kind of a strange delay. Six, 4, I don't, to be honest. Hang on, let's put the metronome back on. Yeah. Basically. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you've got this 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thing going on. If you're wondering, chat. I don't normally work it in terms of actual time signatures, personally, but that's just me. I just play it in and see when it fits. Speaking of when things fit, there's a very interesting one here as well. So if you just heard this in isolation, you'd be thinking, huh? And then of course you get that rapid piano, and then you get so you think you know where it's going, and then we bring all these instruments back in. So it's almost getting kind of a Hans Zimmer sort of thing, with that synth just underneath it. If I peel all these back, you just got that synth just doing... If I just take away the bass for a second, you just got that. And even if you... Just that slightly odd timing, which is weirdly satisfying. And if we bring the bass back in, the actual bass strings back in. So that solo synth is kind of just sitting there, just doing its thing. And now we get to the other interesting part, which is the rest of it, where the strings are. Because there's even more strings, because why not, I guess? So when I wrote this, I was thinking Halo, kind of. And I just got this in my head, just the sort of... So if I start it from the beginning. So that's fine, until you introduce just that little synth underneath it, and the pianos. And the other piano, and then so the synth kind of just disappears underneath. But that's not the only string pattern, because you've actually got a real kind of Marvel feeling, well, what I would describe as a Marvel feeling string pattern. You'll see what I mean. If I put it in without the brass, there we go, rapidly moves in these tracks. So if we start it from the beginning. Oh. So it's playing that melody line, but it's doing it with these sort of individual little patterns in between. I love that little flourish at the end. I remember putting that in and I was like, does this work? And I found out that it did, because it's... I put the other strings in and the woods. So again, that dynamic element. You can have all these at once. And then it just loops back into itself. And then if you add the other strings, and then just the regular piano, you just get that kind of very PS1 RPG boss fight vibe. But then let's just take all these back. And we haven't actually gone into... Oh, we're going to one final melodic layer, and then we'll come into the percussive element of it. So what do you need when you've got a mood like this, where you just got that bass doing its thing? I mean, you've got your bass vocals as well, but even when they're not in it, you need an extra element to it. And I think that extra element is really a thing when you hear just a single trumpet just doing its thing. So good old Audio Imperia solo here. Really putting this weight. And then if you add the woodwinds, just blends in, just kind of sits in the background. But it's still there, just echoing away. And strings. And brass. Just building it back up. Put those vocals back in. Just that real ominous sense of things are happening or things are about to happen. And then we put the regular piano back in. Actually, we'll put the synth back in. Just diva, just under there, just... Dun, 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 dun. And then we can put the regular piano back in. And then the first string pattern. Giving that sense of multiple rhythms and layers doing their thing. And then, final strings. And all the while, that lone trumpet player is in the background just doing their thing. And then we can put the other piano back in very briefly there. But, of course, within all this, you're like, where's the percussion? There isn't any. When in fact there is. It's just been muted for the entire time, basically. Well, not muted, but it's not been present. So if we put the bass back in, there we go. What do you all think of this so far, though, chat? I'd be interested in knowing your thoughts. And I mean, you'll recognize these sounds if you've heard enough of my compositions over the years. There's good old Albion 1. Got that kind of little syncopated shaker thing going on. Then if we were to put just the bass synth. Got quite an ominous stealthy thing going on. But that's not the only perk, well, perk as in percussion we've got going on here. We've actually got this thing. Just a real kind of frantic, stressful beating of percussion. Just to set that stage, I guess. And if we put both the percussion layers together, I appreciate that, Sights. That's very kind of you. To be honest, half of it is when I've played it in and then I've quantized it. You know, the patterns and the velocities have kind of turned into this. Makes it feel human, though, I'd argue, or more human. And then let's put the layers back in sort of where they would be. So if we treat it as if this is going to be a final version, That's when the heavies come in. Like the big heavies that you've got to deal with, probably. And then, of course, you add in... Oh, that's a good idea, Sites. Yeah, I see what you mean. Write drum patterns and then just move them into instruments to make the rhythms interesting. That's a cool idea. So you can hear the build now if we add in our... Just adding in our backing layers. It really feels it out once you have the brass in. Just comes straight in. Just all the things at once. There we go. That's all the things at once. Oh, whoops, not that. There we go. Yeah, I love all these instruments. They're great. Even just this piano, these pianos on their own, just kind of... You know, it's not like really loud until you kind of... Until you kind of really go for it, but even then. And then you got stuff like the brass where it's kind of just... And then you can really... Oh wait, why is that not working? That's interesting. Oh, it might just be the patch. I love Diva as a little synthesizer. Very handy to have around. Yeah, I just got a little arpeggiator going on that. So you just put chords in and it just does it. So but yeah, no, that was a really fun piece to put together. We have yet to implement it, but once we do and we can show it off, we will. I did wonder why I wasn't using legatos properly. It's because I had to set the sample start back as low as possible. So yeah, I've never really understood quite how sample start works, but it's an interesting piece of kit in terms of sample libraries. But even with it set back like as low as that, it sounds fine. But yeah, that's a breakdown into that very fun piece, which I highly enjoy putting together. Let me just shift away from here a second because we can move to a different project. But I'm really glad you're liking the sound of that, pun intended. Yeah, it was a very it was interesting to put together because I kept kind of adding layers, and then I was like, you know, what else do I need here? What else do I want to put in? And I'd contemplated, you know, guitars and stuff, and I was like, no, that'd be too much. I think that would be a little much. And then I kind of went in and was like, what can we do? What can we do to make this work? And then I had that idea, and I was like, why not? So I've actually got, we're going to move away from that to a little Sea of Thieves project that I've been working on. There's a lot less tracks. It's nowhere near complete at the moment because I've got a rough scratch track in here. Let me just check the routing here. Do we have a... I don't think we have a... No, we don't. Let me just add a route in just to see if we can. Oh, need to turn the volume down first. There we go. Can you hear? If I were to go like this, chat. Can you hear that? I would hope so, but let me just make sure just in case. Yay! All good. Right, good to hear. So, those of you that know me, if I just get rid of the floating windows again, I don't know whether that sticks actually, whether the floating windows... There we go. I don't know whether the floating windows stick or not. But those of you that know me will know I'm a big fan of Sea of Thieves. Like a big fan of Sea of Thieves. And I've been contemplating what I wanted to do as my next Sea of Thieves project, because I enjoy putting the music of Sea of Thieves into interesting formats. Sounds like an error then. But yeah, I thought, I was like, where do we go? I've kind of done a rock version, not a huge, big kind of symphonic rock version or anything yet. But I'd done that. I'd done an orchestral thing, because I did Becalmed as my rock one, which was very good fun. A sort of chill rock thing, as I called it at the time. But I've also done Who Shall Not Be Returning as an orchestral track, which was very, very interesting, because I wrote it in sevens. Well, not quite by accident, but my brain just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was like, okay, fine, we're doing this now. And then I thought, why the heck not? Let's go techno. With this being, of course, Diva once again. Makes very interesting sounds. Things like that. And then you've also got stuff like this, sort of... Sounds like a Tekken kind of... Or just, what is it? What is it? I can't remember how to do it at the minute. It's not the right tone. And then, of course, you've got the lovely sort of thing. But I've tried a new trick, chat. So you've got this. We've got this drum kit. Like that. And normally, I would just use that drum kit as is and not have it affect anything else. And then I remembered about compression. So we got this. I've held the pedal down on that, and then I can just go. I don't know how clearly that comes through, but essentially what it's doing is it's sending these notes, you know, all of these into this. And also into this. So if I go, if I put in a, wait, let me just see if, there we go. And then we, like that, and then, kind of thing. Let me just get rid of those. Not get rid of it, but yeah, so I thought I'd try that as an experiment to see what I could do with it. And granted, these tracks are not complete yet. This is very much a scratch track, sort of a demo version of what I'm calling the Pirate Party mix. So it's a bunch of Sea of Thieves themes kind of all squished into a track. So and it's designed to be a loop. So we've currently got this. Yep, so pretty straightforward. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Hello! The chaos that is being caused by this lead is not understated. Oh god. I'll read that in a second just to check I heard you right. Yeah, this isn't my music. I can't take credit for the actual music. By that I mean the melodies itself, because this is all Sea of Thieves stuff that I've arranged. But yeah, I am a gamer without sight. I am RNIB's accessible gaming officer, and we're just showing off this very loose beginning to an arrangement. Just the cheesy. Yep, Sea of Thieves is fun. Pirate Sandbox, which I've played a lot on stream over the years. And yeah, the arpeggio chords haven't been done yet for this section or these sections. My plan is to do all the rest of it, like finish sort of polishing the rest of this up, and then do a final lead track, I think. There we go, finally figured its way back. Yeah, very rough, but you get where it's going, I think is the best way I can describe it. And then I don't know, I thought I had repeat on, but yeah, you can see where it's going. I like that, that's a fun effect. Just sort of bend the pitch wheel down and it goes. Ooh, Dynasty Warriors isn't a franchise I'm familiar with. Well, no, I know the franchise, but I've never really played any of it. See, if only I could work out what time signature that was in quickly. That'd be good as a starting point. No, what kind of instruments do you play then, Gustavo? It's an interesting starting point. Sometimes you will play stuff and you'll be like, that could work. Let me just full screen and look. Oh God, you're good. If that's accurate, you're good. Vocoder pirate vocals. Oh God. Oh God. I don't even want to imagine that. I don't. How would that even? I have no idea. I have no idea. But yeah, that is that. I thought I'd show that initial version off. I know we're kind of speeding between projects here, but I thought I'd show that off anyway, just for your intrigue and your feedback as well. Let me just. Whoop, there we go. But that's as it stands. That is very much where it is at the moment. But I'm looking to maybe do more of that. What did I call? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, so let's try and I don't know. Are there any specific things you'd like to see me try and cover, arrange? I guess we could do that little sort of not exactly 5/8, but that whatever that is. I guess we could try and put that to proverbial paper. Yeah, for anyone curious, I have no sight whatsoever, and yet I am composing. Almost arguably a stereotype at this point, in a way. You know, blind people are good at music, but I really enjoy doing this. It's a fun thing to stream. Oh, that might be really loud. Hold on, let me. Or actually, I don't think you're able to hear it at all. Let me turn this. I need to set up a default template that is. Let me add. There we go. And now you should hopefully, before I switch back, you should be able to hear that. I hope. Tell me if you can, chat, before I switch back in. Oh yeah. That's interesting. Let me just make sure that everything is actually working as intended, because it should be, but you never know, gremlins. Let's have a look. Okay, it is not working. That is annoying. Let me sort that out. If I can. If it decides to... Oh, that's why. It routed to the wrong thing. I wish the adding of hardware was easier. Adding of hardware? Why is it going to 9 by default? Let's just try that and see if it decides to work. No, apparently not. Don't worry, we'll get this. And yay, hopefully this, once I play a note. Let me just go into... This is the thing, chat. You have to contend with gremlins whilst you stream. In terms of hardware particularly. Let's see. Yay! Yay, we have stuff. That is good. So what I've done here, if I show you this. Get rid of that. There we go. So what we have, there we go, isn't actually a project yet, but it's the... We have the basis of a project in that sense. And the idea being we would remove all of the overlapping notes that are over the top. So you'd play like... Oh no, the better example would be you kind of play... And you just remove those top ones. Kind of thing. So it's kind of... Wait, how did that go? Oh yeah. That wasn't how it went before. Yeah. Was it that? I don't know. Let me just... It's a matter of trying to sometimes come up with the idea. The odd time signatures are just wired into my brain. Oh yeah, the fact you can go that low is cool. I don't know where that came from. That's cool. You know what we'll do? We're going to add in a new track. Let's take a copy of the bass and change it to a brand new library that I bought literally yesterday. Let me scroll over. You can't hear what I'm doing, I know. But we have... Yeah, the guitar's cool. The guitar is actually two things. It's Evolution Dracus, which is from Orange Tree Samples, and it is also the John Petrucci amp. And it goes all the way... Wait, how far? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it is very low tuned. But we have this wonderful thing. Which is the wonderfully new boutique acoustic from Orange Tree. Maybe country, could be a country thing, yeah. that sounds very country. Wait. Ow. Yeah, I like that sort of... Wow, I don't know where that came from. Wait, how does that sound on... Wait, Ooh. Yeah, guitar from The Last of Us, yeah, sort of, Or you could do, What you need for that is you need a lot of reverb, which you could do. Actually, I don't know how... Let's test the reverb on this. Let's have a look. Let's up this to... Actually, not the delay. We just need to... Is there a... Oh, there's not a decay slider on this. Huh, strange. That's just like a... Oh, it's like a brightness thing. Ah, I see. Just tweaking. Personally, I'm a big fan of... Yeah, no, agreed. I can. If we're going to be doing that kind of... Ugh, that's very dry. Let me just... I don't know quite where that was going. Yeah. Hey, Captain. By the way, welcome in. Let me. There we go. Let's try and make a little overdriven. Let's have a look. If we. Sounded like the mic was 63 for the guitar. Kind of. I like that. Oh, the cool thing as well. You know me. I love my weird tunings. Not weird tunings. You can actually go into here and you can change it all the way down to drop B. So you get this. Sort of thing. You just get that. They're just... Wait. Ooh. So if we make it good... Yeah, if we get a good rhythm tone from this, let's see if we can. I think it's the... Yeah, I remember the... Trying to remember how we did this before. It's not quite where I wanted it to be, but you can actually go... Oh. Hang on. Let me just see if we can... There we go. So if we... Sounds a little fizzy on the... Hang on, let me... There we go. Let's see... See, I'd want to set it back to what it was before and then go from there, because I tweaked a bunch of the EQ. You know what? We'll do that. Let's remove... Oh, got to remove the right thing, because otherwise we'll break it. Come on, don't break on me now, Reaper. Please. There we go. And this is an RNIB stream. If you want to know about RNIB's work in the gaming space, you can go to rnib.in/designforeverygamer. This stream, whereas normally I would be reading YouTube chat, due to the way the stuff I'm using works, unfortunately, having YouTube chat available is not an option I can work with. As much as I would love to be able to talk to you wonderful folks on YouTube as well, it's because of a keyboard conflict. Let's add... Oh. Can I... There we go. Yep, so there's a lot here to... Let me just... There we go. That should be hopefully a default sort of a tone once it comes back in. I do love the fact that it goes that low. It's actually kind of incredible. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if I could do mutes and stuff, I would, but unfortunately, the accessibility isn't quite there yet for it. Yeah, let's see. Let's get an acoustic melody first. Let's see what we can do. Not like that. Come on. There we go. I don't know. Right, let's. Yeah, I don't normally write on acoustic. Yeah, I need to. And then you can. That's an idea. And just wait. Sounded like a folk song. Ah. Yeah, so. Yeah, and then it's. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Two, three. Okay, yeah, we can work that. Let's. Well, oh, of course, it's remembering the. Yeah. I'd set it up for a different thing. Let's. Counting measures 1. And if we set this. Whoops. Let's see. If we. Don't you hate this, chat, when you've got too many keyboard shortcuts and you don't know what to do? Let's set it to 110. 110 sound like. That's about it. Oh no, wait. We need to set the time signature differently. Ah! Yeah, let's set it to 4. So 3, 4. Four, 5, 6. Wait, did it change my... Huh. Oh, I might have changed it. Oh. I did not change that. I do love this guitar. It sounds... There was too many notes there, but we'll go with it. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 1, 2. Yeah, we can split that there and then quantize it. That'll be good. So if we go... Where's it gone? Oh. Yes, that'd be there. So let's do that. And then we want to go into here. So we have an idea there, chat. We have the shadow of an idea. Let's see if we can... What is that velocity? That is 76. Huh. Yep. The trouble is you have to work with the velocities that it gives you. And unfortunately... Yeah, we'll have to leave it like that. Oh yeah, we need to... Oh. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then we can set a little loop point there. Let's set one, and then we set one at the start. Oh, there we go. That's good, if I say so myself. I mean, the question is, where do we move it from here? Is that? Yeah, that is in tune. I like that. That's cool. We need a drum kit. We need a drum kit. That goes there. I mean, we could turn off the delay, but do we need to? Let's grab the acoustic, copy it again. Ooh, can we be cheeky and actually set these? I'm going to try something. Not saying it's going to work. Oh my word, we got a 12 string without having a 12 string. What? Yeah, I like that. Let's turn this down a little just to get that. Yeah. Grab a copy of the bass. What do you think? That's an idea, I would say. Then we need a... Let's just grab studio drummer. Where's my... I mean... we go. Do we need to get Mangini in here? That's the question, chat. Do we need to get the Mike Mangini drum kit out? Can we make that any... No, it doesn't make it sound any better. There we go. So let's see. So we'll have to be quite clever with how we do this, because yeah, we will, because wait, let's go octave if I can spell, which I can't clearly. There we go. And then drums. There we go. Just kind of practicing to get a feel for it. Oh, do we? Wait, let's see if we can get our... Yeah, because these are all off, I think. There was a... Oh, yes, it's the bend mode, and then you range down. You can set it to like octaves and stuff, so... Sounds a little cheesy, chat, but it works. And this is all thanks to, you know, all the NKS stuff that's in here. Where's my... So yeah, I mean the reason you got this tone is the John Petrucci amp and Dracus combined. Let's record that. Let's record. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so then if we go to takes, delete active take, and then we go into here, delete active take, and then I'm not sure why it decides to cut out there. That sounds really good. Oh, I need to turn off the arming for these. Let's see if we can get... Yeah, this is honestly as just a riff on its own, that's sounding pretty good. I normally wouldn't compose in this style. Normally I'd have a riff and then I'd loop it and everything. But I'm trying to sort of build all of the little components here. If anyone's got questions, always feel free to ask and I'll answer what I can. Because I know a lot of the time you can't hear what I'm doing because I've got my screen reader routed like that. But if you need to hear it or you want to, I can make that happen. Let me turn the doubler off. And let's turn the... Oh, that's why. That's why it sounded a little strange. Let me sort that out. I think I've figured it out anyway. Yeah. Turn that into it. There we go. That's cool that you can do both at once. The amount of sustain on this is ludicrous. Let's actually put a different guitar in as our lead, because normally you would have different people using different guitars. Where's our session guitarist? Do we go mint or do we go session? Not session. Apologies, chat, for that outburst of noise. I just went, I don't know if you heard that, but chat, I managed to go. Or along those lines, just because of the keyboard just... Yeah, the amp on this is great. I mean, Evolution Boutique... It's designed as a finger-picking kind of library, or finger-style library. but it does sound brilliant. And I believe it may still be on sale, actually, as of the time of this stream, at least originally going out. Let me just... There we go. Any suggestions as to what you want to see from me in terms of this? And let me just... There we go. So let's... Oh, wait. Always good to name your tracks well enough that you can see what you've done before. You know what? Let's get the Mike Mangini kit out. Let's... Actually, no. This is very much... Let's get the periphery kit out. Why not? That's what this is, the periphery kit, in essence. It's from Get Good Drums. Just takes a little while to load in. Not sure why, it just does. And if you haven't already, I would highly recommend hydrating as well. There we go. Oh, there you go. What volume? Oh, wow. Oh, it's because these are really quite loud for some reason. Yeah, in an actual mix, you'd probably turn those down. Where's my symbols gone? This is the only thing when you have to deal with non-standard mappings. Actually, let's see what... Oh, where's it gone? Let's see what the other kit sounds like as well. There we go. Yeah, this kit, if the periphery one takes a while to load in, this takes a while. This takes even longer because there are so many kit pieces, I think. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff like this in terms of just playing around with instruments and things just to see whether I can get what I want out of it. And sometimes I'll come up with a loop like that where it just works, but I then need to expand it. And expanding it is kind of where I've had issues before, in the sense of, you know, I've wanted to expand stuff, but I haven't necessarily known. Oh, this is actually the smaller kit. Yeah, let's load up the actual. There we go. There we are. Those of you that know the piece that was on at the intro will know this kit very well. It's the one with far too many toms. So that sounds good with that. Oh. I like the little cymbal chokes. Although, weirdly, they start slightly too late, kind of. I love these toms, just... sort of thing. Very fun indeed. Let me save that, and I'll go to one other little project, something a little more chill, actually. Let me just save a new version of this. There we go. And what we're going to do instead is we're going to go to something a little more ambient. If I can find the track that I set. Yes, there we go. So for those of you, like, I mean, how many of you listen to, you know, ambient music while you're working, or to sort of just to keep you in the right frame of mind to carry on doing whatever it is you're doing in terms of, you know, like studying or reading through things without getting bored? While I'm in here, I'm actually going to double check that all of this is routing properly. Let's see. Let's see if it's routing properly. Why does it always go to 9? That is very strange. And then we... There we go. So now we should be able to... The reason I was asking that question specifically, chat, was because I've noticed I've been doing a lot of listening to, you know, that kind of music recently. Can we... where's my... Oh, that's why. I wasn't actually playing on the correct track. Is this... Nope. That is apparently... That is very strange. That is not giving us audio. Let me see if I can get that to... Let's have a look. It should be working. Let me remove it and then re-add it. The annoyances of trying to get this to work is not to be understated. But when it works well. Let me just click that and then we just see if we get enough. Why is this one not working? That is very strange indeed. Let me just double check that it isn't relaying stuff through. No, okay, it isn't. Right, why is that not working? Yeah, I was going to try and show you a cool ambient project that I've been starting to put together, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like it wants to work. For some very odd reason indeed. I will look at that later. But with that being... Oh wait, hold on. Was it because I wasn't in the... Hang on, I think I know why. It's all good. I may have just had a brainwave, potentially. We'll see. We'll see if I'm right, shall we, chat? Let's have a look. Because, yeah. So essentially, I've been listening to a lot of like little ambient playlists and things that people have put together. Lots of cyberpunk type stuff in there. So lots of synth wavy, you know, chill stuff. Let's do that. And it's gone to 9 again for reasons. Maybe updating my Reaper would help with this, potentially. So reroute 1, that's fine. So we get rid of that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my actual project here and see whether we can get... Oh. No. Let's just see. No, it is apparently not working. Of course not. Right, we'll have to just do without that one for the minute. I'll see if I can get a cool piece together with that actually works. Let's have a look and see what we can do in terms of any other projects that I've got here. Have I got any fun things that I can show off? Well, maybe I have. Hold on. Because those of you that know me will know I absolutely love Hades. I'm a big Hades fan. And... Wait. Oh, so it is playing. That's good. Let me see if it's actually playing anything through... Whether it's got the routing set up. No, it hasn't. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to set up a project for this so that we don't have to go through this every time. Because every time we do these, we have routing gremlins. The worst kind of gremlins, arguably, in terms of streaming. Click that. Hope, pray. There we go. That's there. Now, do we have... The question is, are we going to have actual audio for this? Oh, let's see. Let's have a look. Spending time doing this is still frustrating to work with. Let's have a look. Oh! Do we have audio? I think we do. Let's have a look. See if it works. Yeah, we seem to. Yay! Right, let's have a look. Let's get the master track set to... Oh, not there. Set so it doesn't blast your eardrums. Always a good idea. And then we... Go whoosh. There we are. Oh, why is that not set to an actual... I'm not sure why that was misset. Let's find the correct thing that was actually meant to be set to. Just got to find a good... It's an interesting instrument, this. I mean, this will do. There we go. So this is an interesting one. This is... There we go. Sounds very Hades, if you want my honest opinion. So if we put this in, you get this kind of... that sort of thing. And then you get... Wait, let me... Oh, yeah. I haven't actually... Yeah, so it's kind of... I mean... That kind of thing. So it'd be... This kind of back in and then just... Yeah, it's getting to play that little run there, just the dun 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 dun. So let's see. Oh wait, it was actually gonna. So it's just giving me one. Right. Let's delete that, and then we can just play. That'll do. It's a good enough start. So if we go... let's start the item. There's item properties. There we go. So you have to occasionally adjust these. And what they're rendering in and all of that as well. And then that'll do. So what we want to do is we want to take a copy of this. Oh, no we don't. That's... I thought we did. Then it's like, no, we don't want to. Because all we want to do is move the beginning of this item. Where's it gone? There we go. We want to apply. So now we have that extra beat that we need to just add in. Yeah, we can make that work. That's good. Yeah. So so it'd be in, I'm guessing 16. Then yeah, so it'd be grab that and then grab that. So oh, that's so why is that? Interesting. I'm actually okay with that. We can adjust the next one. So I think it might just be the placement. So if we go yeah. So I was moving the notes the wrong way. Move that down one. And then we want to put that. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there with an idea. Let's see. So 98. So if that's 98. So that should all match up now, and then we put the bass in just for the sake of it. Yeah, that's good. And then we just remove. We've got a piece here, I think, chat. We've got our second one of the day. So now we set a loop point, and then we set the end, turn the repeat on, then we grab a, let's grab a drum kit once again, because drums are always a good idea in terms of percussion. Studio drummer. Come on. It's like when you got a mouse pointer. Hard rock. Let's see. How hard does this rock? Let's find out. That's yeah. I can see this working. Oh. Let's put the drums up. There we go. turn the... This sounds very Hades. Let's put the bass in. Oh no, we gotta redo. Let's turn the metronome on. So, no, we need that lower note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Yes. Hold on. Had to have a work call. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. You missed all the the fun of me coming up with a new riff as well, a different new riff. Because I've had this riff in my head for a little while, just the. That's harder to play than it looks. Then again, you probably guessed that. Hopefully the work call went well. So we need it to, what we need to do is we need to put a loop together. So we're going to make sure the end of it is where we actually want it. So we go right trim. We go 1710, apply move. And now we can glue. That's good. And then we want to extend that. We should be able to then go nudge. So that'd be 34. Wait, no. Yeah, 34. Yay, maths. They say music doesn't teach you anything. No. So now if we were to now go to bar 18. Oh, that's why, because we got the... We go to... Okay, what have I done wrong? Sounds like a... Oh, hold on. Item properties... Ah, that's why. So there's a thing called loop item source. Item source. Is that like tomato sauce? I don't know. Maybe not. There we go. Yeah. So now if I redo that again. Oh, duplicate. Does that do... Let's try. Oh. Wait, and then if we go... So that's where the duplicate starts. That's cool to know. I didn't even realise that was a thing. And if we go to 18, or rather bar 17. So now, wait, what? Have I got my numbers wrong? Oh no, because it's 16, but that's why. So if we, yeah. So it's actually 33 technically. Grab that. The errors. So, I could be wrong with my calculations here. Okay. I mean, whatever I've done, it worked. So, arguably. So if we go, so from here, we can just grab a, oh, let me just, it doesn't matter for this because we're grabbing a base. There we go, we needed a nice crunchy base. Yeah, that sounds good. So if we go from here, there we go. So if we go, yeah. Yep. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, oh well. Yeah, we can work that. We can tweak it later. What I need is shakers. That's what I need. I'm sure I've got some somewhere. Whoops. Let's have a look. Have I got any shakers? I must have somewhere. Where would it be? It's not in here. Oh God. Do I dare? Do I dare play the thing? Or one of the things? Yeah, I do. Wait. Oh. Etc. Why not? They are from Strizov, I think? Yeah, it is. This. I've now got to find, because I bought loads of these little libraries. There we go. This is what we wanted. Yeah, this kind of sound. Once it comes in. I'm just thinking of a very specific piece from Hades that this really reminds me of. Once it's figured out where all the samples are, because that's what it's got to do first. There we go. So what are you all doing this weekend? Anything fun? Hmm. I've got to be careful how I play these. Where's that? There we go, that's what we wanted. So we go 2, 3, 4. Now let's try that again, because I've realised as well, I don't... Oh no, you are seeing that. That's alright. It's actually harder to play than it looks when they're variant on velocity like this. 1, 2, 3. I do like the sounds of these, they're very cool. There are so many shakers here. Trying to rank. Hey, Kath, welcome in. Lovely to see you. Yeah, we're just trying to compose some sort of Hades stuff. Oh, come on. So, why is that really... Ah, that's why. Let's turn this... Thank you, Kath. Really appreciate it. What we'll have to do, if we just... No. Too far away from the mic. Have we not got any... Is that too much? That's definitely too much. The strange sounds that come out of these libraries. So let's try 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, the good thing is with these, you can clean these up afterwards. But I hope you're doing well, Kath. I really do. Let's do... Oh, whoops. No. Oh, no, yeah, that's what I wanted. Redo that. Let's do -20. Oh, that's why it's quantizing to... Yeah. What does that do to that? Okay. And then we can velocity minus that. Wait, what? There we go. And then we can... Work has been difficult trying to be zen. Oh. Can we... Oh, no, that's very kind of you. I'm glad I can be of help. Let's do 75. And then... Oh, thank you. We need a melody instrument for this. That's what we're missing. You can't type. That's fine. I can't type most days. And yes, that was a live one. I mean, music-wise, when you say formal music training, I guess it depends on what you mean in terms of that. But I've been playing music for years, but never to the degree where I've been able to sort of edit my own stuff within this kind of a workflow and where I've got access to this quality of instruments. That's the key difference, I think. Why had that moved? So it'd be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that works. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Immediately got it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's getting there. It's the drums aren't quite The drums aren't quite what I'd like, but we'll go with it. Let's see what happens if we... That's probably the right kind of feel, I would say, for Hades. I love that bass guitar. It's and then, you know what we'll do? We're going to go bass, we're going to copy, we'll do one final thing for this stream. Rhythm guitar, and let's grab... Let's get... did we go Sunburst or did we go Mint? Let's go Mint. Where's Mint? Mint, give me... I want mints! No. Just using these tiny little... I'm using the clean setting because I want to... Oh, no, hold on. We can only use... Wait a minute. We might only be able to use Dracos for this. Yeah. There's literally just a... I think it's just a clean patch. Yep. Sounds like a rubbish... Well, not rubbish. Sounds like a very... A patch that you would have difficulty using on its own, and then you add... Oh. You then add an amp, is the idea. Add our old friend Petrucci. There we go, that's good. And then we want to strip the... Where's our... Oh. Delay active, turn that off. Amp type, put it to rhythm. And then what we want it to do is we want it to come in . There we go. So if we... So if we then delete all of these, then we just get this. Let's see. Granted, these are all very rough tracks at this point. Well, not very rough, they're rough. Let's turn the metronome off. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and then you can go from there to kind of... Oh. Kind of thing, maybe. You know, there's potential there, just kind of... Yeah, but with those ideas still running around in my head. Oh, and we need one final track on this. I think a melody. What? Not? Oh, yeah, kind of just the sort of. I don't know what a Nadi guitar. Yeah, maybe sort of. Sort of. I don't know. Maybe just that kind of. What? You know, but then it's kind of. Yeah, we need an actual melody instrument. We can come up with that in a future stream, or maybe I'll do it off stream. But this is a cool one. I'm actually really quite pleased with this. And I'll actually, who wants to hear the other loop we got? Speaking of, yeah, why not? I'll load that up for you. I think it's only fair, partly because Sights and Sounds, you missed it as well. Let me grab. Where did it go? It is here. Let me just load it in. Now, granted, again, this one is nowhere near as finished, but it's a concept of sorts. But yeah, with these ideas floating around in my head, we'll do this, and then we'll wrap up stream. But this has been very, very fun. Just wait for everything to load in because I'm using a massive drum kit now. It's the thing. Sometimes I go studio drummer. Sometimes I go Mangini, however. You know how you pronounce a name and you're like, that's not how it's pronounced? Or at least you think it isn't. Come on. There we go. Right. So this is the little loop we came up with earlier. And you might have heard us come up with the beginning of this before Sights as well. But here we go. So I'll show it to you like I did Black Cat. So we have this as our basic idea. And now we add in what is essentially a 12 string, which is just a duplicate of the plugin. And now we're going to add in the other two. We've got we have a drum kit. But it's literally just that sort of first riff. If I just show you, so it's literally just that, and then we'll just lead. Yeah, that will be stuck in your head. It'll be stuck in my head, I'll tell you that much. I feel like it needs lyrics, but I'm no lyricist. But that's an idea that we've come up with that seems pretty good on paper, at least. So we'll see how that works out. But I want to thank all of you for coming along. Massively appreciate that. And we're going to end stream. So tomorrow's stream, because all my days are... because time is an illusion, lunchtime doubly so. Tomorrow's stream is going to be Final Fantasy VII Remake, which should be good fun. unless things change. And of course, yeah, because it is I think it's where it's the 29th as well that's confusing me. So the Friday stream will be FF7 Remake. Sunday stream will actually be Mortal Kombat 1. Which should be good fun because there's a new patch for that that's got crossplay and everything on it. So if anybody wants to casually join on comms and have a try have a punching in the face competition, then do let me know. I will be glad to oblige if you're regulars. And then next week, I'm not sure what we'll be doing, but probably continuing more Horizon, amongst other things. RNIB wise, you will find out what we're doing next week because I will. You're an ambassador. You're an Xbox ambassador, are you? Nice, Straw. Well done. That's cool. Good work. Lovely way to start today. That's very kind of you. Yeah, next week's RNIB stream, I did have an idea in my head, and I've now got to try and remember what it was. As happens. But in any case, though, all that remains for me to say is I've been Silas Combat. Have a great rest of the day, whatever time it is, no part of the world, whatever time it is where you are. Stay safe, take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next stream. Thank you very much for watching.